The male and female parts of the human reproductive system can bring together an egg and a sperm so that they join and begin the development of a new human being. The female system also protects and nourishes the developing fetus during the 9 months of pregnancy. About 150,000 eggs are present in the female's ovaries at birth, but however, the sperm production in boys begins only at the start of puberty.
Let's go over the case, shall we, Detective?
Yes, can we please begin with the attacker's history?
Sure.
Thank you. So let's begin with the basics. Their name, they go by Mr. Sperm. They are 27 years old, and for appearance, we can either refer to the picture on the right-hand corner or the description posted at the bottom. They have a small head. Their acrosome, also known as a hat, was filled with bullets covered in a sticky substance that was used during the attack. They have a strong and powerful midpiece, and in place of legs, they have a tail that allows for them to move. Let's go on to the next part of their history, also known as spermatogenesis. Now, spermatogenesis is when a diploid spermatogonia goes through mitosis until it begins to develop into gametes. Eventually, one develops into a primary spermatocyte that will go through the first meiotic division to form 2 haploid secondary spermatocytes. The secondary spermatocyte will go through a second meiotic division, each produce 2 spermatids. These cells will eventually develop flagella and become mature sperm.
Thank you. Let me just go over the victim's history quickly. Her name was Egg. She was 23 years old, and due to confidential reasons, we can't disclose her, more information about her, but we can look at her history, which is oogenesis. In oogenesis, diploid oogonium goes through mitosis until one develops into a primary oocyte, which will begin the first meiotic division, but then arrest. It will finish this division as it develops in the follicle, giving rise to a haploid secondary oocyte and a smaller polar body. The secondary oocyte begins the first meiotic division and then arrests again. It will not finish this division until it is fertilized by a sperm. If this occurs, a mature ovum and another polar body is produced.
Perfect. Let's go over the first route taken, as there are 2 routes. So we're going to begin with the first route, obviously. So, during the first route, the sperm had entered from the epididymis and traveled along the vas deferens. They had mixed with semen made by the prostate gland, seminal vesicles, and Cowper's gland. They go through the ejaculatory duct. The sperm then pass through the urethra to the tip of the penis and into Miss Egg, where they completed their first attack.
Let's go through the second attack, shall we? So the second attack occurred in the outer part of the fallopian tube. Once Mr. Sperm had reached Miss Egg, Mr. Sperm released substances that allowed them to break through Miss Egg's outer layers. Once Mr. Sperm penetrated Miss Egg, the attack was successfully completed, and that basically sums up the case file.
Alright, case closed.